Hello YouTube vintage stereo collectors. Here's one of these orphan brands, off-brand stereos. Late 70s, it's an ERC. I believe it's model 4501, something like that. Model number doesn't even mean that much. It's very typical of the time. Walnut sleeve, and it's a real wooden sleeve. It slides into the sleeve, metal chassis, aluminum faceplate, aluminum knobs, very nicely machined. These round types like this. We'll just turn it on. Sorry to reach. There we have it. Typical backlit display of the time, and this is my favorite look on a receiver. Okay, it comes out of darkness. You flip it on. You've got green or blue numbers for a dial scale, a tuning meter one side or the other, stereo lamp. It's just kind of a neat look. Especially, you know, if it's later in the evening and the sun's down and you're listening to some jazz or classical, and it just has that look. But what I want to talk about today is discount stereo. I used to work in a Kmart department store 1980, 1981, and people used to come to the store after looking at stereo shops, and they'd say, "Are you familiar with Yamaha stereo? We were looking at Yamaha, but it's very expensive. What have you got?" I'm thinking, well, how do I compare to a Yamaha, which would, and I knew the lineup. I actually had a A760 at home. I'd say, well, actually, this is a really nice receiver for $99.99. You know, we used to have price point receivers, $99, $129, and they were separates. There were the all-in-ones, which haven't stood the test of time, but I picked this up for $50, and I mean, sometimes you can get them for less, but it was very clean. Just took a little bit of cleaning on the knobs and stuff. The stereo lamp was out. I replaced it with an LED. It was a 3-volt lamp, so a 3-volt LED works. It's nice sound.
Only door or something like that. And then it was nice.
Wow, we're into the Christmas music already. I don't want to get a copyright violation. The speakers I have here are a pair of Minima 7's, and they were $30 for the pair, and they're the white ones. Most of them are black. There's some wood ones, there's some silver ones. I haven't seen too many white ones. I remember picking them up for $30, and people, they didn't know what they were. They're just old speakers, but they're awesome speakers. Like if you want a small system in a room and you can put a turntable with it, like I'm talking, you know, we're talking 50 here. You might be able to get a pair for 40 or 50 of some bookshelf speakers. I got a lint downstairs in my main system. I'm using a Techniques linear tracking turntable. I picked it up for $60. It needed a belt. You can actually get some very affordable, nice sounding stereo equipment for not a lot of dollars. And I live in a town, there's a lot of university students, and they love this stuff from this era. They love it. They love vinyl, and I understand why. It's a very musical experience. It's got the look, it's got the cool, but just to wrap everything up, you can actually really, your spending can get out of control. And when you've been doing it a long time, there's certain models that you might go after, and you're going to pay more for a specific Sansui or for a specific Yamaha. I'd like to get a Yamaha CA510 or CA610 again. I might go as high as $250 or $300 for one, and then restore it, you know, put $100 worth of parts in it. So, but you know, it's collecting is a very interesting phenomenon. But if you're just getting into this and you want something that you're going to like, you can find these. I hardly did anything to this. I didn't even recap it. Most of them still work just as they are. Anyway, if anybody knows much about these brands, I believe they're made by Fostex, which made Techniques and Nico, some of those brands, Kenwood, Lafayette. If anybody wants to add anything to the comments, please go ahead. Thank you.